Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be bringing you my review of the Body Glove TrackSuit case for the iPhone 5 and 5S. You can pick this up from the likes of Amazon for $45, and it is eligible for Prime shipping, which is always nice to see. And I would also like to thank Body Glove for sending this over to me for review. So the TrackSuit is an upper level protective case, I would consider it, and according to the spec sheet here, it is military drop test approved. I didn't do any drop tests. I don't really care how protective a case might be. I'm not going to be dropping my phone on purpose. In terms of other features, it has full docking capabilities, and Body Glove says that this is the first rugged case with 360-degree protection that has this feature. On the front of the case, there is an integrated screen protector, and because there's a cutout at the bottom for the home button, it is compatible with your iPhone 5S's Touch ID fingerprint sensor. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the case. Here's the back. It's ever so slightly curved, so this actually feels more comfortable when you're holding this in your hand as opposed to cases that are completely flat, so I like that. And here is the front of the case. Not the most attractive part of the case, I would say. Everything else kind of makes up for it though. There is our integrated screen protector. Let's go ahead and show you the docking feature. So the way this works is you just pull this bottom piece back, like so, and you're able to dock your phone into whatever dock you'd like. And to actually put your phone into this case or remove it, you have to open that up anyway, because there is an inner case that you have to slide out, like so. So on the inside of the actual main portion, you do have sort of this honeycomb texture. I believe this is hard TPU. I'm not exactly sure what material this is, but you should get plenty of drop protection with this case. At the bottom, there are also some integrated covers for your lightning port and your 3.5mm headset jack. And this piece here has the integrated screen protector, as you can tell. So the way you install everything is to take your phone display down, button side first, into the case, like so. And that's what it looks like. Next up, you just take the main portion and slide your second piece back into the case, like so. Slides in fairly easily, and then you just fold the bottom flap up and over like that. Make sure the covers don't get in the way. And this is what the TrackSuit looks like once your iPhone is installed. The thing about the integrated screen protector, I do have my anti-glare screen protector still installed, and there are no issues with both of them. And I've seen many cases with integrated screen protectors where there's actually a air gap between the screen protector and your phone's display itself. I don't have that issue at all with this one. It's almost as if this is the screen of your phone itself, so that's nice. At the top, we have openings for your front-facing camera, earpiece, some sensors. Of course, since the home button is open, you are able to use your Touch ID sensor. Taking a tour, on the left side we do have some knobs for our volume up and down. They take a little bit of extra effort to press and you don't get as much of feedback when pressing them, but I guess if you're looking for a protective case like this, that's something that you wouldn't even be worrying about anyway. Above your volume buttons you do have a cutout for our silent switch. It's a bit recessed, so it is a bit difficult to get into, I will say. At the top we have a cover for our power button. It also takes a little bit of extra effort to press, and you don't get as much feedback when pressing it, so that's a little bit unfortunate for me. On the right side we don't have anything. At the bottom we have covers for our lightning port and our 3.5mm headset jack. That's how big that is. And for our lightning port at the bottom, here's how big that is. I actually have a third-party lightning cable here to test with, and the end is noticeably larger than your standard Apple one, and it's able to fit in this case just right. No room on the top or bottom, so this is barely fitting in there. For our microphone, we do have perforated holes here. Same thing for our speaker. And on the back of the case, here is our pill-shaped cutout for our camera area. It's a little bit large. You can see the metal of your phone just a little bit. There's a black lining around it, so you don't have to worry at all about the flash interfering too much with your photos. Lastly, at the bottom, we do have the Body Glove logo. As I mentioned, the back is ever so slightly curved, so it feels better in your hand, but the problem with that, depending on who you are, is that the phone doesn't completely lay flat on a surface, so you can rock it side to side just a little bit. There's a rubber lining around it, so it should help a little bit in terms of grip. When the middle of the case is moving around on the table, it's going to be pretty easily moving around. So if you push on the sides to get that rubber lining touching the table instead, it does add a little bit more grip. I imagine if they raised the rubber lining just a little bit, it could help in terms of grip, but it might make the phone feel a little bit less comfortable when you're holding it in your hand, because you can feel that lining a little bit extra. So I think that the way they have things now is pretty good. So again, the docking feature, once you actually have your phone installed, it's a little bit more difficult to remove this feature, like so. Just takes a little bit of extra effort, but you are able to dock your phone like so. So overall, the TrackSuit is a great case. It's a little bit elevated in terms of price, but you are getting quite a bit of protection for your money. The case for the most part is pretty slim. As far as protective cases goes, it will add a little bit of bulk and a little bit of noticeable weight to your device, but since you are spending a little bit of extra money for a case to get extra protection, that's really sort of the trade-off that you would get. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the Body Glove TrackSuit case. It adds quite a bit of protection. It doesn't add too much bulk to your device. It looks good as far as protective cases go. It's a little bit elevated in price, but you are getting a quality case and quite a bit of protection for your money. And if you are looking for a case with protection, price usually isn't a factor. So that's it with my video on the TrackSuit by Body Glove. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with the video, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.